It comes down to good discovery for me. If you know up front why they need to do it, why they need to do it now, ideally, if you can find some type of compelling event on their end, maybe it's a renewal, like Christina referenced to, maybe it's a product launch, maybe it's a SKO that they need to get something launched for their sales team, whatever it is. If you could find out why they need to do it, number one, what it's costing them by not doing it. In other words, the opportunity cost. What can't you do because of what you don't have today? That's the second thing. And frankly, I think the third thing is you need to understand why they need to change, right? And, really get them to tell you why it's important from the very beginning in your discovery, and really pre-qualify them so that when it's time to close and it's time to negotiate, you can remind them of the cost of staying the same, remind them why they need to do this by a certain time, and ideally work backwards from that compelling event that is driving them to need to make the change. Because if they have a renewal coming up in 6 months and your product takes 3 months to install, you better get started now so you can plan the rollout and change management and all the things that go along with it. So ideally, getting getting those things up front, number one, is key. The second thing is you have to get that from power. Above all else, in my experience, when I'm with power and power is telling me they want something and they need something to do their job and to serve their people and their customers, then that is what becomes a priority. Because all that objection is saying that this is not a priority. Well, priority for who? If I know something is a priority for your CEO and your head of sales, and I'm selling that, right, then I'm very easily going back to that original sponsor and explaining, where there's bottlenecks and getting them to help, accelerate this deal. So I do think having a strong why, being with power are critical.